Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Josh, and I'm here to bring you some Dear Esther gameplay. Uh, haven't heard too much about this game. Heard it's very story-driven, not like any other game before. Well, okay, like the story-driven part was separate from the rest of that sentence. Let's just want to show you the options real quick. We have audio, pretty standard. You can do 2 speakers, 4 speakers, etc. I'm just doing whatever. Full captions, whatever. Sound quality is pretty good. Video, you have you can all the types of resolutions. I don't want to mess with that. You can go full screen, windowed, no border, windowed. Power savings options, detail foliage, you know, that kind of cool stuff. Advanced video has all of that. So everything's pretty high up. This is actually what the default was, so maybe it detects your settings automatically. Not sure. But keyboard, mouse, haven't touched that at all, so we'll see what I need. I guess you can have a controller too, that's kind of cool. Not other than that, not a lot of options. I guess you can watch the credits, but let's start the game. Interesting. I guess lighthouse? Sure. Very long ellipsis. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if loading times would be different on a second load, but this is literally, I just started this game, so let's see how it is.
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
Oh, cool. Alright, so no gulls here at an awesome lighthouse. Space is not to jump. Actually, let's look into the controls real quick so I know what I can and can't do. Alright, so there's moving, swimming, doesn't have anything. I'm not sure if I'll need that. Quick save, quick. Wow, so very, very basic requirements for this. Alright. Actually, you are going to be F. Oh no, I don't really want to take a screenshot, so let's edit the key. F5. Cool. And quick load will be F9. Pretty standard stuff. Done. Done. Back. Zoom. Not sure. Can I explore that? Zooming. Okay. Can't. Water bad. Can't,
Come back.
Come back. I'm coming. Okay. Water bad. Check. That's the only thing I can do. Zoom. Check that house out after I look in here. Flashlight. Do I look at the paint again? Must say I really do like this art style. It's like I'm living inside a painting. Perhaps this is real life. Close up on the poopy. Searching. I don't. What am I supposed to do here? Ooh. Zoom in more. What is CHH? So that's 2 C's. Okay, it's been way too long since chemistry. If one of my 4 viewers knows what that is or can look it up, leave it in the comments below. Ooh, a photo of a little girl in a car. That was cool. Lots of paint. Can't move that. Sink is no good. Ooh. Interesting. Hey! The gulls are back. Sweet. Alright, let's go up here. Brush looks fairly good. Barbed wire, does it hurt me? It does stop me though. That's good. Can't fall. We discovered that water was bad. Sprinting option. Cans. Oop. Can I kind of just eke my way through? Yep. All right.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
116 years, wow. Alright, so... there's a little dead end. Oh, can't. Just gotta look across the bay. River creek thing. No, can't go that way. I heard this game was a little spooky and creepy, so I'm kind of expecting some like Amnesia, The Dark Descent to like happen. But nothing so far. I really do like the ground. It's just, that's almost like normal ground. Okay, since that was a dead end, I will fall or no. Oh. Alright, we're going to the beach. Sand. Gotta admit, this game looks awesome. Alright, so I can wade in the water. Check. Do I make ripples? Nope. Okay. Cage. Yep. Huh. This field of vision is good. Let's see what options, video, field of view. Does that like decrease it? Back. Ugh. Maximum view. There we go. Oh, found a little craggle rock.
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
Uh-oh. Alright, so... up that way. Let's go this way first. If I go too far, I'll just turn back. Or I'll load. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. What is this? Person with a swoop-de-loop. Maybe a house. Or maybe it's just a 6. A very fancy 6. Noted. Can't jump, so gotta go this way. really want to joke.
I have found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans. It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market. It must have washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it.
Car doors and a dead end. Gotcha. Go this way. Nope. Alright, going back. Very long and it's kind of boring, but kind of interesting. Like, why isn't there anyone else here? I'm curious what this game is, like, ultimately trying to do. Am I just an observer of things? Perhaps I can do something? Ooh, maybe I'm a ghost. Just wandering the lands. Woo! Actually, what's the point of a ghost if there's no one to scare? Aw. Forever alone, ghost. Yay. Alright, going up the steps. Taking my time. Can't get to those mountains because I can't swim. Oh, maybe no, vampire. I don't know. Vampires can't cross water. Just going with that kind of thinking. What's that? Cannot read. Nope. Okay. Oh, we made it to the other side. Awesome. Wait, didn't? Nope. Whatever. Breaking on through to the other side. Okay.
Reading Donnelly by the weak afternoon sunlight. He landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay and climbed the mount. He did not find the caves, and he did not chart the north side. I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete. He stood on the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend. But then, he didn't have my reasons.
Okay. The only thing I can discern is that I want to go to the blinky red light. That's it. That is my mission in life.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Am I a rescuer? Am I a victim? Or am I already dead? Ghost. Okay. Pillar thingy. Oh, the road is splitting. Why is the road splitting? Does it matter? Walking the edge.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradiction?
That's a cool idea. Another idea is 1776. Car door. This place is at least 100-ish years old. Seems to be going the opposite. What? Oh, lost. So I don't. I need understand. Ooh, boat. What is all this? No, maybe it's a W. T. I don't know. Walking to the boat, do 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 do. Walking to the
Dear
boat.
Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason, or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Do 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 do. Going to the boat. Do 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 do.
This hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why? Asked the farmers. Why? Asked Jacobson. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
Where is he again? Ooh, stuff! More paint. Paint is good too. I'm gonna stop singing my To the Boat song, because every time actually, you know what? That's the only thing really filling. Ooh, a tie. Very nice tie. I think I have that tie, actually. It's a little creepy. Oop, what is... That fish is not very decomposed. I can't really tell. I got moldy bread. Alright, it should be good. Hopefully. Going to the beach, do 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 do. Or, going to the boat, do 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 do. Oh shit! What was that? Yeah, for those of you, oh, whoa, was that a circle? Going to the beach. Do 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 do. Oh shit. Really scared. Ooh. I took a walk. Oh wow. Words fail me. I took a walk that day. It's quite nice out. A gull flew above my head as I walked the rocky pathway. I look at a lot of moss because there's not much else. The babbling brook babbles as I walk along it. Okay, I'm done with that one. Going to the light, do 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 do. Going to the light, do 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 do. Ooh. This is interesting. Still, I'm saying one of those rocky scribbling things. Well, that's what that was, but it's not really
I
scripture.
dreamt I stood in the center of the sun, and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside. My teeth will curl, and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water. Were the livestock still here, I could turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
I bet their song is something like Schoolhouse Rock. And immediately what comes to mind is conjunction junction, but I can't fit bacteria, What's your word that rhymes with bacteria, but it's the same thing as function. Bible. Can't open, interact, or walk all over it. So let's just keep going this way. There's not even a map. You get lost, re-find some areas and not even recognize it because it's all just grass and moss and rock. Trying to think, like, this is literally all I can do. I can move, I can zoom. Zoom. Can't really think of, like, well, I guess to be fair, you couldn't really fight in you couldn't fight in Amnesia. But you could pick shit up.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Tried going back, just to see if I could. Nope. So we're pressing forward. A place! Wait, nope, that's new! And a gate. Kind of. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. When he hollers, let him go. My mom said to pick the very best, and you are it. We're going this way. We'll go there after. I'm gonna play this game, like, fully. I don't know how long it'll last, or exactly what I'm doing. But I'm hitting, I have my finger on the W key, and occasionally using A and D. S is, well, who needs S? Ooh, a shipwreck. Damn, should have gone there. Oh well. This'll lead me someplace cool. Maybe. Just gonna look at it. That is picturesque. I could take a screenshot of that and make it my background. That's a really good idea, actually. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Edit keys. Swim up. Can't. Well, I don't know how to swim, so I just drowned. Quick save. Screenshot. You will be. What button do I not know? F8. You do nothing as far as I'm concerned. Done. Done. Back. So, okay, go back there. Okay. Zoom in and F8. Cool. Okay. Hopefully that saved or something. Oh, am I supposed to take screenshots of stuff? And like, that's how it knows I'm progressing? Like, oh yes, good job, you took a picture of a boat. So.
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
I really don't know whether or not I should be scared. It's like scared or bored. Go to the boat, do 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 do. Go to the boat, do 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 do. Crouch? No. Can I read that? Can't jump, so I have to kind of like glide my way onto the boat if I'm at all able to. No. Alright, so a story. Let's just get up to a better spot. Maybe there's a bad storm and push the boat sideways into here. And I'm seeing a lot of wreckage. Or the sea level. What's this? Payload creep. Oh yeah, but I don't know, maybe they got like pushed. Pushed stupid wind. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the water level. Like these wooden planks could be like, I don't know, like if you go to the marina or boat parking lot, kind of. Pretty sure it's called marina. Yeah, let's go with that. They're like, you know, those little wooden slats where you can like, they're like used for like traction or something when making or when towing your boat into the water. Maybe like the water level went
There
down.
must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Ooh. Line. Follow the line. Can't follow the line. Can I go up? Ooh, another way. Alright. Don't know why I'm saving. It'll... Alright, if it doesn't load me back to that spot, I'll load. But, let's see if I can get onto that boat. Nope. Rock is fighting me. Nope, nope, okay. To that spot right there. Yeah, maybe the water level went down and just like boat kind of like turned against the terrain, and for an inexplicable reason the big towy boxes thing that semis carry just burst open and fell very far. No, you know, I'm going with the storm.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Ow. Unless it was like all poety speech, but kidney stones the size of islands. You don't pass those very well. I think I took the right... Nope. Did not... didn't take the wrong way, but... I guess I don't know what that leads to. Big old hole of holiness. Oh, getting closer to red light stuff. Let's see if I can... Barbed wire. I'm gonna go to the hole. I can wait.
Is this what Paul saw through his windscreen? Not Lot's wife looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside, falling away to black forever.
For science.
Come
Clearly
back.
not an option. Hey, cool. Alright, coming back. Oh, that's good. It's not like, you have to go to your last, or maybe it is the last load, and just because I loaded there, whatever. I like the weather, huh? Wonder if it storms in here. Ooh, double path.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft, and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Oh, I follow the story. I think, yes. I'm being drawn up there. The initial feeling to follow the red light has led me along the correct path. Awesome. So I'm like reliving a story. Yep. Alright, yeah, this is a lot like Amnesia. Which I haven't personally played, but I did watch Jesse Cox.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Beautiful. Anyway, oh yeah, Jesse Cox, he did a very hilarious playthrough of Amnesia, which I will play much later on. I kind of feel the need to forget what he did, so it doesn't feel like cheating. I bet I'll still be
When the oil lamps ran out, I didn't pick up a torch, but used the moonlight to read by. When I've pulled the last shreds of sense from it, I will throw Donnelly's book from the cliffs, and perhaps myself with it. Maybe it will wash back up through the caves and erupt from the spring when the rain comes, making its return to the hermit's cave. Perhaps it will be back on the table when I wake. I think I may have thrown it into the sea several times before.
I forgot what I was talking about. Something about Amnesia, whatever. Checking out places. Did I just look at this? What was that? Does that look familiar? I mean, it looks like a stable, but that was like just like the one last time. So. Okay, flashlight. Where is it again? Do I have to zoom? No. That's the path it wants me to take. But I see this uphill thing that's probably not gonna let me. Oh, whatever. It's not gonna let me go there. I wish this was like a screensaver. Like, just travel through the lands of Dear Esther while you're AFK. That would be a great idea. I mean, yeah, it's a whole like, oh,
Jakobsen's ribcage, they told Donnelly, was deformed, the result of some birth defect or perhaps a traumatic injury as a child. Brittle and overblown it was, and desperately light. Perhaps it was this that finally did for him, unable to contain the shattering of his heart. In half-light, his skeleton a discarded prop, a false and calcified seabird.
Right. Like some people say, like, oh, you can't go where you want. But I mean, like, if it went through the whole island, because it seems like pretty linear. Like if you just travel all through the different routes correctly, this would be a
They found
great-
Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
the same shaft that I just fell down. That's gross. Very interesting. Stepping on the beach, doop 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 doop. Stepping on the beach, doop 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 doop. Stepping on the beach, doop 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 doop. Very old ship. Picked clean of wood.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg.
Oh no.
I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Huh. Ooh, water. Nice. Oh, this way. Oh, that looks scary. Or it's just another car door. Come on, car door. Hebridean history. Paper. Lots of books. Okay. One dude really liked that one book. Or maybe he was a publisher and that was all his copies. Oh, wow. That doesn't make sense. He would just make one and bring it to the copier. Although the year was a long time ago. Don't know. No, yeah, they had printing presses back then. Flashlight off. It's out of my control. I can won't say what it just did. For those of you wondering at home, for like all these, like this game is not a big strain on the computer because I guess you're just loading a single map. Like they don't have to load your ooh that's cool. I have footprints. Yes. Like that's the most they have to load as far as player interaction and I guess the audio file, but I'm at like 250-ish frames per second. I don't know, I could probably crank up the graphics, but I don't feel the need to. Ooh. Cool. Awesome. Delving into caves. Save. Yes. All right. I feel like that's a good spot to leave off on. Huff, puff, huff.
From
puff.
here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Oh no! Can I pick up the candle? Okay. Well, if you like this, please like, I don't really care if you favorite, but I don't, or just, you know what, just viewing it is good enough for me, because I'm just starting off, and I think the most I have is 12 views. So share it with your friends if you like me, or if you don't like me, or whatever, hate me, but I will see you guys next time.